Hey guys, this is Rachel. I am in Bali right now, which is amazing. If you can just kind of see in the background, this is the yoga studio that we've been practicing in for the past couple of days. So I'm on a yoga retreat here. We're doing yoga in the mornings at 6 a.m., 6:30 to 7:30, and then we do it again in the evenings from 5 to 6. So it's a very beautiful place. I'll kind of give you a little tour here. Super pretty. Sorry for the shaky camera situation. This is like the first time I've been able to get alone, be by myself, and it feels so good. I'm on this retreat with my mom and her yoga studio from Winnipeg, so it's really been amazing. But it's like I'm a person that needs time alone, completely alone, just to sort of, um, you know, level back out and recharge, I guess, because I just get, I don't know, it's like I almost get sort of like depressed if I'm like around people constantly and constantly doing things and don't have any time by myself. And that doesn't include being in the hotel room with my mom, because that's not by myself. So anyways, here I am. And so what I wanted to talk about was what I've been doing here in Bali in terms of food, workouts, Shakeology, and then just talk a little bit about, the exercise that I have been doing. So this is just kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'll do a couple of other videos that talk more in depth on different areas, like my fitness journey, and then in depth about Beachbody and Shakeology and what my experience has been with it, and then what my plans are coming up. So I'm going to be referring to notes that I have written. There's a lot of things going on in my head, so excuse the need for notes. But so first things first, food. So the food in Bali at this retreat has been interesting. It's been extremely carb heavy. So in the morning for breakfast, they bring you a little plate of dainties, literally a chocolate croissant, a cinnamon bun, and a piece of toast. And then sometimes there'll be another dainty. So it's like really weird to me that, I don't know, I guess I just didn't expect that. I thought there would be like more like whole foods than there would be processed treats. So I don't know if they do that to for the American people, for North Americans, Europeans, Australians. I don't know if they think that that's what we want, or if that's just what is customary here. So anyways, that's what breakfast starts with, and then they bring you a blended fruit juice, and that's amazing. So it's like mango or papaya, or I think those are the main ones. It's been watermelon. So you have that, and then you have Balinese coffee, which I'll talk about another time, but it's really, really good, dark coffee. And I've been splurging, getting cappuccinos, a couple here and there. And then the breakfast is 2 eggs, literally probably a quarter cup of potatoes with some onions, and 1 tomato that's grilled. Literally, that's it. So that has been challenging for me because it's just not enough food. Like, just straight up, I'm hungry within, an hour, if that, of eating that. So usually I'll have like a piece of the toast that's on that like dainty plate, just because I wouldn't be able to sustain till lunch. So a little disappointed there. You just get that one plate. There's no seconds. You could, order something off the menu if you wanted, but I just sort of wanted to conserve my money for other things. So, and I wasn't really expecting that I'd want to be ordering food on the side. So I haven't really done that. I did that a couple of days. I had like a side of bacon and I had a side of sausage the other day. So there's that. And then the lunches have been really good though. For the first couple of days, it was very interesting, like flavors that didn't necessarily, like, to my palate, go together. I guess I just thought the food would be more like Thailand, but it's not really. It's similar in ways. Like, they have some curry dishes, but it's not the same. So yeah, I've definitely been very like hungry. That's one of the biggest things I've noticed coming off of being on the 21-day fix and eating 6 small meals a day to eating 3 small meals a day is, I'm surprised I haven't lost like 10 pounds. because it's just been so little. They have rice with pretty much 2 meals a day for sure. You could have rice for breakfast too. And so I've been eating like half the portion of rice that they give, or I won't have it. So yeah, just kind of like watching like that pastry plate. Like I said, I've had toast a few times, but not every time. I definitely am not eating the chocolate croissant and the cinnamon bun. Just kind of being conscientious of the fact that it's way more carbs than usual, than I'm used to eating, considering I don't eat any really other than sweet potatoes and oatmeal. And then, if I feel like having like a cheat meal or whatever, then I'll, have a burger with a bun on it, but definitely not 3 meals a day, that's for sure. So I really wanted to be careful that I wasn't, undoing all the hard work that I've done. So that's that. As for exercise, we do yoga in the morning and the evening. It is a lower intensity yoga, so it's not, intense flows from start to finish. I'm not sweating by the end of it, but it's been very relaxing to start and end a day like that. In terms of Beachbody programs, so I brought my Chromecast, I brought my Shakeology, I brought a single serve blender, I brought powdered peanut butter, and they have these little like miniature bananas here, so I was like, perfect. And then I can go up to the restaurant and ask for ice and then make my shake. So I've been doing that. I haven't had it every single day just because it just hasn't worked out. Our schedule's pretty booked up here. Like, we have yoga in the morning, and then we go straight to breakfast, and then we have an excursion that's like right after breakfast, and they've been lasting all day, to where we get back, and then we have yoga again at 5, and then dinner again at 6. And then by the end of that, I'm like so tired, I just want to pass out. But on the days that I have had the Shakeology, I feel so much better, and it's just like infusing my body with vitamins and minerals and protein. In terms of the workouts, I was struggling to figure out what I should do. Like, should I start a new workout? I just finished the 21-day fix prior to coming here, like literally a day before I came here. So for the 3 days that I was traveling here, I did not exercise. And then the yoga every day has been nice. But the excursions themselves have been pretty demanding. So we had a water purification ceremony, which was epic. And it was where you go to the sacred temple, and you're wearing like a sash on your body, and you go into these pools, these sacred pools, with a priest, and he's there and he's chanting, and there's incense, and you like pray to the gods, and then there's elephants, I think they were like 5 elephants in each pool with water coming out of their mouth, or they might have been other gods too, not just elephants. But you have this motion of 3 things that you do. So you splash your face with both hands. I'm just holding the phone. So you splash your face, and you think of a thing that you want to rid. So my thing that I was thinking of was uncertainty. So I was uncertainty, uncertainty, uncertainty 3 times. And then you take the water to your mouth 3 times, and say a word that you want to bring in. So I said clarity. So I brought it in, brought it in, brought it in. And then the last one was you literally put your head in the stream of water, and that's the ridding yourself of that like negative energy. So, and it kind of evolved. You had to do it 10 times in 2 different pools, 3 times each thing. So it was a lengthy process, but it was really, really cool. It was a great experience. And you're in this like, jungle scape, and it's pretty incredible. So that was that. And then we went to the beach one day. It was awesome. We took a bus, and then we took this really cool boat from the bus stop to, I don't think it was an island, but I think we just took a boat there because it was cool. And it was a traditional kind of boat, really narrow, and then it had these like things coming off of it to balance it because the waves can be so big. So then we had a fish kind of lunch, and that was really good. That is one thing, we have had fish here, a couple of meals, but again, the portions are like, it's definitely a red container, for sure. If anyone does portion fix, all the food here, it's less food than I was eating on the portion fix, and that's good because I brought my portion cups. But I mean, at this point, I feel like I know the portions by looking at them. So yeah, a little bit of fish. And then we did a jungle trek yesterday, which was intense. Oh yeah, we also did a rice paddy trek. So both of those treks were like 2 hours of going through the jungle or the rice paddy, up steep embankments, down hills, and by the end of it, definitely like it was a workout. So I've been doing that. We went to an awesome coffee farm, and I got to pet this weird creature called a luwak, and it eats the coffee cherries, and then it digests them, and through that process, it does something in its digestive system to the bean, and then it shits them out, and then the people pick them up, sift them, clean them, and then they cook them. What's it called? Roast them, and then they grind them to a powder. And so we drank that. I've had a few cups of that, and it's really good. And it's supposed to be like giving you like vitality. It's not just like, it actually doesn't even have a lot of caffeine in it. Apparently it has half the amount of caffeine as regular coffee. So that was super cool. And then there was a giant bat there that I got to take a picture of that extended its wings out, and you could see, like, it's just incredible. Bats are insane. And then today was awesome. We went rafting down a river for 2 hours, and that involved like paddling, pretty vigorously. When the guide would say, paddle, and you'd be like, oh my god, paddling, and then like stop, and then hold on. So it was really fun, and we had to take, it was like 280 steps down to the river. So like walking down steps you wouldn't think would be that difficult, but it's like the muscle that you have to use to stabilize like your leg as it steps down, and these are like really deep steps. It's just a weird muscle. So that was cool. And then on the way up, it was like I felt like I could have ran up the stairs because I had so much adrenaline from the rafting. Plus, I think just from doing 21 Day Fix, 30 minutes a day, my cardio health is so much better. Like, I would have been winded for sure doing that a month ago, 2 months ago. And, I think that 21 Day Fix really, really helped with my cardio endurance. So there's that, and my exercises. So that's all I wanted to talk about in this video, was kind of like, what I've been doing here. It's just been, I don't know, I haven't even gotten to reflect about it. This is literally the first time. It's just been really incredible. I mean, I'm here without my husband. This is the longest we've ever been together in 8 years of being together. We've only been married 2 in December, but together for 8. And I think it's just really good to do things on your own. I think that it just allows you to sort of like reconnect with you as an individual person, with yourself. Because in a relationship, you tend to just become one with that person, even if you have a separate job, separate interests, and you're obviously your own person, but I mean, it's just a good thing to do. It brings you sort of like a clarity that is hard to find when you're in the hustle of going to work or school or whatever it is. So it's been really nice to just like step off that cycle. And I always gain so much perspective from being away and traveling. And traveling with my mom has actually been all right. And like I said, I'm not exactly a group traveler sort of person. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. There's been like small little things flying around. So I apologize. I keep wiping my nose. But yeah, it's like I would prefer to plan a trip myself. Like when Sean and I went to Thailand in 2013, I spent like 1,000,000 hours on Google Maps, forums, figuring everything out, where we wanted to go, the type of places we wanted to check out, booking stuff, and I just really enjoy doing that. And so to be on a trip like this that's completely planned for you is nice in a different way, but then it's also frustrating and it's on the same sort of side of things, because I mean, if we were here on our own, we would have rented scooters and I would have seen this whole village, but I haven't seen it because we're on kind of chartered buses that take us from here to specific destinations. And when I was in Thailand, I didn't do anything like rafting or water purification ceremony. So for those reasons, it's been really amazing, because I've gotten to do things I would never have been able to afford, because I would have just been paying for the transport and, you know, whatever, 3 meals a day and all that other stuff. So it's been really cool. So there's that.